Amidst a sea of speculation and hopeful forecasts, a recent ruling on real estate commissions has sent waves through the housing market, sparking a widespread belief that home prices are on the brink of a significant downturn. But is this expectation rooted in reality or merely wishful thinking fueled by misconceptions? As we peel back the layers of this complex narrative, we uncover the truth behind the ruling's impact on housing prices. Join us as we delve into the heart of this matter, challenging popular assumptions and actually shedding light on what this landmark decision really means for home sellers, home buyers, and the future of home prices. This is important stuff, so stick around. Diving into the heart of the matter, the real estate market. Yes, the real estate market is swirling with misconceptions and myths right now, especially when it comes to the impact of the commission structures on housing prices. So the recent buzz, if you haven't heard, a landmark settlement between the National Association of Realtors, NAR, and the Department of Justice, DOJ, which is shifting the landscape towards a more flexible commission model. So this shift has sparked a widespread belief, guys, that we might see a downward trend in housing prices as sellers are freed from the burden of hefty commissions, opting to lower their asking prices. But this, in turn, is expected to make the dream of home ownership more attainable for many, is what they wanted to do. But here's where we hit the brakes on that thought train. So this belief is actually more myth than reality. And you ask why? Well, let's peel back the layers of this onion, okay? So as a seasoned real estate associate broker with almost 2 decades under my belt, my experience tells a story that is contrary to the popular narrative, right? So I work with both buyers, home buyers, and sellers, and this has provided me with basically a frontline view of what really happens and what influences home pricing, right? And surprisingly to some commission structures, they only play a supporting role in the grand scheme of things. They don't really make a big difference. The bottom line, yes, but in pricing the home, no. So when it comes to selling a home, the conversation, it does not start with the commission or the structure. It starts with the value of the home. What is the home worth in the current market, right? That's how we start with. So this is basically the cornerstone of any real estate transaction. And the answer doesn't necessarily hinge on how much a seller will pay in commissions. Instead, it depends on basically a comprehensive analysis of the home sales in the neighborhood, right? What similar homes have sold for recently. So this is actually, I want to call it the bread and butter, the peanut butter and jelly of setting a listing price. So it is an intricate dance of assessing the market trends, the property features, and the local demand, all while keeping the seller's goals front and center. So, side note, if you're finding value in our deep dive today, imagine what more you could gain by staying connected. So take a moment right now, if you would like, and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anyone who's navigating this ever-changing real estate market. So your support, my viewing friends, helps us bring more insights to you directly. And for an extra nugget of gold, who doesn't want that? Check out the pinned comment below for a link to my free ebook. I wrote it, yes, 10 tips for home sellers. So whether you're considering selling now or even in 5 years down the line, this guide is an invaluable resource, right? That covers everything you need to know to maximize your home's potential. And it's absolutely free. So really, you have nothing to lose. So, but a wealth of knowledge to gain, maybe. So click on the link, grab your copy, and let's continue this journey together. So what the heck, right? Back to the program here. So now you may be wondering, well, with the shakeup in the commission structures, surely we're going to see some effect on pricing, right? It's a logical assumption, but that oversimplifies basically the complexities of the market. It can't just be, well, this went down, so these are going up. So yes, the way commissions are negotiated is evolving. So this would definitely influence the dynamics basically of selling a home. However, not necessarily the expectation will directly translate to the lower home prices. So a lot of misunderstandings and the motivations that are actually driving sellers. What they want is, at the end of the day, they want to maximize their return on their investment, right? Not just list their home price based on their savings of a commission, right? So furthermore, the myth that commissions were ever fixed to begin with, like I'm not going to throw out a number, but they were never fixed. Let's dispel that. So in my years of navigating the ups and downs of this real estate market and commissions, they've always been negotiations part of the process. So one size fits all commission is far from reality. And each listing is basically a unique negotiation, right? And reflective of the property, the market conditions, and the value that the agent brings to the table, right? Some agents have, they bring more when it comes to videos and drones and all that. So it's like different. But the upcoming changes, while they can be significant, they're not likely to usher in, as I said, a new era of lower prices. But what they will do is they offer transparency and basically competition, so which in the end will benefit sellers and buyers alike in different ways. For sellers, it could be, they may want to negotiate their commission more. So at the end, this would lead to more profits after their net. For buyers, they're going to have a clear understanding of where their money's going. They can choose their agent if they would like to represent them. But in light of these shifts, my advice remains steadfast and always the same. Focus on the fundamentals, right? For sellers, this means understanding the true value of your home and how best to market it, correct? For buyers, it's about finding a property that fits your needs and your budget without getting too caught up basically in trying to time the market, because the time is ready when you're ready. So I guess you may ask, is it a good time to sell my home? Is it a good time to buy my home? But is it a good time to sell my home considering the new ruling, even though it isn't in effect yet? Well, what I'm going to tell you is I believe it is always a good time to sell your home. But let me just say it this way. In a real estate market that is basically dynamic and unpredictable as the weather, and in Michigan, if you're in Michigan, that's very unpredictable. Timing just isn't a factor. It's everything. But if you've been on the fence about listing your home, you might be surprised to find out that the current climate does offer some unique advantages, right? So we still have buyers out there, and the financial landscape, it is evolving, but we do have a little bit of unpredictability, but the opportunity to maximize your return it looks pretty good right now. So let me give you a few reasons why this might be the golden time or the golden window that you've been waiting for to list your home. And I say that because there's strong buyer demand still. So the buyers are still out there. And despite fluctuations, I know you're saying, but the demand remains robust, right? And it is fueled by low inventory in many markets, especially here in the Macomb County area. So this demand, it leads up to competitive offers, multiple offers, driving up your home selling price. And with buyers keen on finding their perfect home, sellers are basically in a prime position to negotiate favorable terms. It is still a seller's market. So while interest rates have experienced some changes that are not as fun to some people, they still remain attractive to many buyers, enhancing their purchasing power, right? So for sellers, again, this is a larger pool of potential buyers qualified to buy your home. But listing right now, like April, lets you capitalize on these conditions before any future increases, right? So like I said, inventory levels are still below historical averages, which makes a seller's market. So if you're a seller, you want your property to stand out with more potential buyers, right? So scarcity can lead to a quicker sale and more competitive building, not just on price, but price and terms, correct? So the real estate industry has seen some significant technological advances also, right? So making the listing and selling process more efficient and accessible. So we have virtual tours, online negotiations. Sellers have more tools at their disposal to showcase the homes and to attract buyers from afar, right? We have the internet. We're all connected, guys. So utilizing these technologies, it actually can broaden your home's exposure and attract a wider pool of buyers, which is always great. You want it to go far. You want your reach to be far-reaching. So by seizing the moment and listing your home now, I said April, you can navigate the market ripe with opportunity, right? So whether it's leveraging strong buyer demand or making the most of all these great tools we have to showcase your home, it is now that we have the landscape, it is a unique time to maximize your real estate outcomes, right? So let me say, as we navigate these changing times together, I mean you and me together, I'm here to offer insights, debunk myths, and guide you through the intricacies of buying and selling in today's market. So remember, whether it's your first foray into homeownership or you're a seasoned investor and you've sold many homes and purchased, knowledge is power. That's what I always said. Knowledge is power. So staying informed and adaptable is actually the key to making the most of your real estate journey, whether you're stepping into it or you're seasoned. So as we wrap up this discussion, as I let you go on your way, I encourage you to engage, ask questions, share your thoughts, comment. If you find value in this exploration of real estate realities versus the myths, have something to say, consider showing your support. Leave a comment. Tell me you subscribe. Say, I subscribe. Let me know, and I will get back with you. So like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights and guidance. So together, we're going to demystify the real estate market and make informed decisions that pave the way to success. Don't forget in the pinned comment to get your free download of my book, which is right up there, 10 Tips for Home Sellers. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.